today Alexandrov, Program Manager of School of Business Management, David Game High Educational Center, London, United Kingdom, and he will represent today a very interesting topic. He will speak with you today about entrepreneurship, innovation, and creativity. So, Alexandrov.
So, am I allowed to speak?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, guys, and welcome to our discussion. We have about 1 hour to discuss a few important things. Of course, it's a very limited time, and I was trying to put together the discussion of 3 important aspects of what is happening in a business. It's entrepreneurship, innovation, and the issue of creativity. By the way, if you are not able to hear me or something is happening with my voice, because it's internet, and you know, guys, that you know better, you are studying a lot of during the day, and you know what's happening with internet. So let me know somehow, okay? And I also ask my colleagues to watch it and let me know if something goes wrong from my side. Right, guys. The first thing is, you see, identify these 3 elements: entrepreneurship, innovation, creativity. I know, I believe, and colleagues, please correct me if I'm wrong, I know that so far you did not specifically study these subjects. Because I know in British universities, and I believe in American universities as well, there could be subjects directly related to the discussed topics. For example, entrepreneurship, a separate subject, or entrepreneurship in relation to small, medium businesses, or innovation management. Well, creativity is not normally covered in one specific model, but in many cases, it's actually complementing either entrepreneurship or innovation topic. Why? How? And most importantly, why on earth I'm actually discussing it with you? Why I think it's important? I would like to share my screen and to show you some interesting observation or interesting statement from very much respected person, very much respected researcher, in fact. Have a look. It's Gary Hamel. About 20 years ago, on the verge of new millennium, he said something. You can see it on the screen. I hate telling students, okay, please now read from this slide. No, but this time I'm asking you guys, please read what is on the screen. Please read it. Because there is something I would like to discuss with you. While you are reading, in the chat, can you please tell me, how old are you? Just type 25, 35, 35. How old are you? Colleagues, I'm not asking you this question. Yes, I see. So that's what I expected. Actually, I expected maybe there could be something about 20, but actually it's very interesting. And you know why? It means that what this guy said was before you were born. Majority of you were born. But at the same time, it's interesting that obviously I logically experienced something which this researcher, thinker was talking about. And accordingly, my colleagues, Ms. Pratsun, Ms. Glazova, Mr. Natochi, they also experienced these things because they are from the previous millennium, and the previous century. We lived then and we live now. What exactly so special about what is happening right now? Look again at that quotation. The key element of this, in my understanding, is very important. That's why I call it key element. Change has changed. Change. These things, how the things are changing. Yes, life is developing. Life is moving. Sometimes life is moving fast. However, he is talking about something different. He's talking about the change itself. The way changes are happening is different right now. It is not additive. It's not incremental. It's not a straight line. It shows the interruptions. It's abrupt. It's sudden and even seditious. I'm not sure about this term, how familiar is this term for you, but it's about rebellion. It's about disagreeing with the rules. It's about disagreeing with authority. It's about questioning the way things are happening around of us and suggesting something different. And second important element in this particular statement is that he's saying that in our bellies, well, I would replace it probably with kind of intuitively, we feel this is something we may not like. Excuse me, who likes the changes? Changes bring a lot of things which are uncertain, which would require certain actions or changing behavior. Who likes changes? Well, yes, and that's very important. I didn't see who said that, but I may just get back to you. But in kind of theoretically, we are adapting ourselves to the conditions and we live in these conditions. Why changes? Why do we need changes? To kind of that's what he's saying, our guts, our bellies, in our bellies, we may not like it. However, in our minds, we know that it's inevitable, it is happening. And again, I don't know who said that. In our hearts, quite a few people welcome the changes. Quite a few people like the changes, like this unknown lady. Sorry, I say unknown because I don't see you on the screen. I don't know who said that. I like. And actually, I have, still I don't see who is that. I'm sorry. We'll get back to you. Okay. Look, and I think if we kind of just vote right now, quite a few of you guys may say, we do like changes. We like when the things are changing, we like experiencing something new, we like to explore things and so on and so on. So that short initial discussion takes us to the topics we're going to discuss today. Because it's actually, if we project it to the business side, we will see these three elements. Changes, in many cases, are happening because people make changes. People initiate changes. Sometimes it's environment, but in many cases, environment is influenced by people as well. And it means that within these changes, certain people, certain categories of people, or people with certain characteristics, qualities, they actually see certain opportunities and they try to take these opportunities. And it means that we are talking about the entrepreneurs and enterprises or entrepreneurship. These two things, innovation and creativities, are complementing that first element. Not always it's connected, but in most striking cases, in the cases which we all know about, the enterprises which appeared from out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere, in many cases there was innovative element, and there was element of creativity, a very strong element of creativity, a discovery or invention, or really something really related to the area of arts. And as a result of this, through the innovative activity, something really new happened. So when we say enterprise, can anyone say, why do we use this word enterprise? Because we can say business, can we? Is there any difference? Business, yes. Company, enterprise. Again, is it Mikita?
Oh, yes, it's me.
Yes, Mikita. You said yes.
Yes.
I welcome this, of course. Yes, Mikita, why do you think, what is the difference? What do you think?
Yes, it's a really good question, and I also want to hear answer, because it's really like, because we all know what is business, what is entrepreneur things, and it's not so easy to find the difference between them.
Okay, so you feel the difference, but you cannot identify. You cannot define.
100%.
Yeah, I can try, but
Arseny, go ahead.
Okay, Arseny.
So the word enterprise is associated like with, some huge things that were created by people. So we can call business just selling goods like in outer world, but enterprise is more about huge company with the office in the city center of New York or something. So something like that.
So do you think, Arseny and the rest of my class, let's call it my class, that the moment we say enterprise, it's something huge. So, for example, my Ukrainian friend who arrived to London about 15 years ago, and he started working in the construction industry. And then eventually he realized that actually he can start doing some business, not exactly doing things with his own hands. It's still important, but he can organize people. He can actually have his own employees, his own team. And with this team, he can build something bigger. He can be involved in the serious projects. And he did it. He registered his company. He attracted certain initial capital. And guess what? He lost this capital because there were no orders. However, he actually decided that he is going to carry on, attracted more money, again invited people, investigated the market, and actually found first clients. And because he was good, the clients told something to other people, and people started inviting him. So he actually continued his business, and now he is quite stable, and he is making, for his size of the company, because I'm talking about 20 people involved, serious money. He is making serious money for that size of the company. So he is not entrepreneur. It's not an enterprise we're talking about. The answer is yeah. No, I mean, I disagree with, it was Arseny, yeah? I disagree with Arseny. Arseny, what you're saying could be applied to corporation, but enterprise is just simply a process of identifying the opportunity, taking risk, launching some activity, and trying to make a business, trying to make a profit.
Okay, then business is mainly about profit, about money, and entrepreneurship is more about innovations.
No, well, in both cases, we can say that entrepreneurship, enterprise is a business, but not every business can be called an enterprise in the sense of something new launched and developed Yes, please.
So enterprise is like a project, not only business, not only in business sphere.
No. Right. It's very important. I wasn't going to touch this because, guys, the discussion can go on for a long period of time because enterprise, entrepreneurial, and enterprise as activity can be identified in many different areas of life, including non-for-profit, including social companies, including governmental companies, the public sector. No, I'm trying to limit our discussion to the business sector, to the sector for profit, private sector. But yes, entrepreneurial activity is possible in other sectors as well. But I would prefer not to discuss them today. I just said that I'm telling you, if you are going to investigate it in classes, in your subject, in the subject which you are going to study, you will be discussing these things. But today, try to understand that not every business can be launched as an enterprise because, can you imagine, can I simply buy a business? Can I?
Yeah.
I have money. There's a business. Can I just go and buy it? Yeah.
If owner is okay about it, I'm pretty sure that you can do it.
Yeah. I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Could it be an enterprise? Yeah, there is a risk. I'm risking. But is it based on some kind of new idea, new opportunity? In many cases, not. But whenever we want to specifically say this is an enterprise, this is entrepreneurial activity, and that person is entrepreneur, there will always be a few specific elements. Have a look. Person who attempts to profit by risk and initiative. So you see two key words. First of all, initiative. It means something initiated by that person. And this person is taking a risk. Then Richard Branson, guys, you're familiar with this name, yeah? Richard Branson.
Yeah, Virgin company.
Self-made person who got access to certain serious amount of money, but from that moment on, he had choice to spend this money or to start something. And he selected the second way. And then he started launching these enterprises after enterprises. We can even call Richard Branson a serial entrepreneur because he keeps doing it. And the bottom line is many perspectives. And the definitions could be different. Schumpeter, Kirchner, and there are other thinkers. But these two are very much important because these two are most accepted in the business and research world. Schumpeter tells us that entrepreneur as a person has that kind of internal disposition to make a change. So it's a person who is seeking a change and trying to initiate certain changes. They shock, they disturb, they interrupt, they change the equilibrium, and they, in some cases, they destroy what is happening right now in order to build something new. This is one definition. So, as a result of their activities, there are opportunities. The moment they disturb something with the new idea, they see a new opportunity. But Kirchner identifies different type of people and demonstrated a different approach. He is saying that actually, you know what? It's entrepreneur. It's someone who is simply a good watcher, who is able to scan the environment and recognize the opportunity. It's very important. It's very important to be able to recognize this opportunity, recognize opportunity as such, because without this, it's what exactly you're going to do? Why you're going? Okay, tomorrow I'm going to start manufacturing cars. Wishful thinking. Is it good enough? No. I decide, I think I can start manufacturing cars because I see a reason for this. I see an opportunity for this. But it means, again, if we just speak about specifically about Kirchner, it's a situation when entrepreneur knows something other people don't know. Entrepreneur noticed something which other people do not notice. So there is some kind of disbalance. There is something on the market only that person is able to identify. And because of that, this person is taking this opportunity. So I keep repeating the same word, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Fine. Let me ask you a personal question. I'm shutting. First of all, I'm going to show you my question, and I'm going to stop sharing, and because I want to see your faces. Tell me, please. Excuse me, colleagues. Can you tell me how many? I don't see how many people we have in the classroom.
Now we have 35.
35.
35. Okay. Out of 35 people, tell me, please, how many entrepreneurs we have in this classroom?
Everyone, I'm pretty sure, because entrepreneurship is about like dealing with tough stuff.
Arseny, very well done, but you're speaking on behalf. No.
Okay,
guys,
so that's just my
guys.
honest opinion.
You know, Arseny, thank you for your opinion. Maybe I may even agree with your opinion, may share this opinion, but I want to see the people's reaction. Guys, there are buttons when you can raise your hand, or you can raise your hand physically in front of camera. Can I see how many people?
If you may.
You are entrepreneurs.
I would say that there are none. None of these people sitting here are an actual entrepreneur.
Vladislav.
Yeah.
Are you not?
No, I'm not.
Not okay. Speak for yourself. Right,
yeah,
thank you very much. Because Arseny also was trying to speak for everyone. Excuse me, Alexandra. Are you entrepreneur?
I suppose our entrepreneurs are
Daria,
working
okay,
now.
Daria, go ahead. Are you entrepreneur?
I want to say that maybe now our entrepreneurs are working, so they can't attend this lecture.
Yeah. So when we say entrepreneur, what do you think I'm asking about? Is it kind of person, or is it kind of activity, some kind of profession? What do you think is this about?
I think it was mostly about the person, like character, who is considering himself as a future entrepreneur, who is ready to become an entrepreneur.
Anna, thank you. Now, okay, I have a silent majority in the classroom, but by keeping silent, you kind of agree with what we discussed, guys. But it's difficult because actually Arseny said one thing and somebody else, and Vladislav said something very different. And Anna said something very important because she thinks it's about a person. Okay, fine. So let's say we want to, okay, can we say that it's possible, would you agree, is it possible that the person is entrepreneur but does not know about this?
Of course it is.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of hidden personal traits. Like
Sorry, someone is speaking, but microphone is very low level.
I think, of course, yes, because there is a lot of hidden personal features that can define an entrepreneur, but just people can know about that.
Okay, very good, guys. Very good. Ivan, difficult to disagree. Difficult to disagree. And actually, I'm very much pleased to see that rather positive approach to this question. But for those who do not know, for those who think that, no, these people in front of me, they are not entrepreneurs, most likely not. May I ask you a simple question? Several times today, I repeated one word, opportunity. Now, think back in your life, really your life, and tell me, was there a situation when you really had a certain opportunity? Something was available, opened for you, which would make your life different. Do you think everyone had that moment? Degree could be different, very much important, not that important, but still different. Not necessarily, no, well, necessarily better, but not necessarily something great. Guys, whatever you say now, I cannot accept no, because everyone had that moment in their lives, including Ms. Glazova and Ms. Pratsun as well. Ah, yeah, I see you agree with me, yes. Yes. It means that you had opportunity, you took the opportunity. Reasons you did it, how you did it, it's not exactly matter. But the most important thing, there was one, and that always happened to us. Everyone has some opportunity at some point of life. And most important thing is taking this opportunity. Maybe some of you did not take, but now you have regrets. It's also an interesting point, could be an interesting point. But my next question is slightly different. How many times, and I again think probably at least once, that happened to practically everyone. You guys looked around, you were walking down Krishchatik, and you looked around, or maybe you were sitting at home, and again, you looked around, and you saw something which can be changed. And interestingly, you had a thought, and that can not only just it can be changed, but actually it's possible to make money out of this. Don't tell me it never happened to you. It did. Yes. And finally, a critical question. What are you all doing here? What are you all doing here? Why are you here? What happened 1 year or 2 years ago when you had this opportunity to further your education and eventually to reach certain qualification to guys? It was a specific opportunity which is not available for everyone. And it's not an easy opportunity. Excuse me, guys. It is not. It's a private university. You are members of, you are students of a private university. And you took this opportunity. Yes, of course, I understand that in some cases, there was someone who persuaded you. Someone who actually pushed you towards this. In other words, something triggered that you actually were able to take this opportunity, but nevertheless, you took this opportunity. And now, if I ask you again, do I have entrepreneurs in this classroom? The answer is supposed to be, in my view, practically all of us have that element of entrepreneurship, that traits which are required to be entrepreneur in our personalities. Everyone. Let me share the screen again. I just mentioned one thing, trigger for entrepreneurship. You can see my screen, and I don't want you to read. I'm not going to read the screen. I just want to tell you that actually there could be two types of specific factors where someone like yourselves, guys, has an idea and suddenly starts implementing this idea and turning it into something real. We call it startup, the new business, the new enterprise, business which is new. And that could be two factors, push factor, pull factors. It means that in some cases, something is forcing you to take this step. And in some cases, something within you is making you to take this step. And because already someone mentioned the personality here, it was not me using this word first. We need to eventually in your classes, in your business classes, because you are studying business management, in your classes you will discuss, you will learn the ways how the personality works, what actually moves the people in a particular direction, what actually motivates people in order when they do something. You will learn Maslow theory, you will learn the personalities theory. We're not going to discuss them here, but there are theories, behavioral theories, theories related to psychology, which actually explain why people behave in a specific way. And in 100% of cases, there is something very 100% of cases, something very specific, need. People get involved in an enterprise. People take risk. People spend money. People spend their lives, efforts, do something absolutely crazy. They just ignore their first level needs like food, friendship, love, family, but they try to reach something. Why? These just examples of this are in front of you. You may not read it, but you see, need for independence, need to achieve something. You want to be controlling yourself. You don't want to be somebody's employee. You want to be your own boss. You simply creative and innovative. You like creating things. Or you actually a gambler. You are a risk taker. No, gamble is not exactly a good term, of course. You realize it, guys. However, entrepreneurship in some ways can be compared to the kind of educated gambling when people intentionally take calculated risks and able to stop when they realize that the risks are too high. Apart from this, quite a few things depend on the culture. How the people, what is the atmosphere people exist in, or what was the atmosphere in the family, What was the atmosphere in the institution, educational institution? What is the climate in the organization, in the country, in society? Is it impacted or affected by national culture, nationality, culture, system of values, norms which exist in particular national culture? Well, guys, I want to apologize in advance, but I have to demonstrate this quotation because it's actually a very old phrases, and I believe nobody knows who actually first coined them. But look at this. Again, I don't like it, but I ask you now, read that. Is it biased? Yes, of course, it's biased. And that was coined when the issue of political correctness was not that important for people. But actually, it reflects the attempt to correspond specific national cultures with specific activities of people, and to explain that in certain cultures, certain activities can be performed more actively, if we forgive me this tautology, or kind of certain activities can be encouraged. Of course, oh no, probably maybe you didn't discuss it in class, but of course you witnessed in your lives such situations. Team or company where the opinions are shared openly, where the information is shared, and people are encouraged to come with the new ideas, and very important, people are not afraid to make mistakes, because if they make mistake, it doesn't mean that the company or the group will be blaming them. No, but the company and the group will try to use this mistake as the basis for improvement. Can you imagine this company, maybe, or some group of people? It could be actually in a family, it could be in the institution, or in a business, but yes, you read about this, you watched videos, movies, and so on. Yeah. And you imagine slightly different, I'm not saying good or bad, I'm saying different, where the hierarchical structure is observed very strictly, where it's practically impossible to talk someone who is not exactly above you, but someone who is on the top. When the that kind of communication is possible only with someone who is below you in the hierarchy, or someone is above you, but someone who is above you is not interested in your opinion. They are interested in your reporting, your achievements, and so on. The same way you deal with your subordinates. I understand I'm simplifying, but most likely, in some situations, you observe such companies, such groups of people, where opinions are not welcome, initiative is not welcome, and where is the one dominating thought? Do what I told you to do. No, I'm not interested in your improving my understanding of my situation, because I know better. Why? Because I'm the boss. Sounds familiar as well, yes? Maybe, again, because of your age, you did not have that practical experience being in such a group of people, in such a company. But of course, you read papers, you read magazines, you watched movies, and so on. You know what I'm talking about. Now tell me, in which situation, in which kind of environment people will display more creativity, display more entrepreneurial initiative, suggest new ideas and try to implement something new. That's obvious, isn't it? Now, one more thing. It's about, again, my old question, how many entrepreneurs I have in this classroom. There are certain ideas and certain bias, we can even call it myth about entrepreneurship. And these myths, they are obstacles for people becoming entrepreneurs, people starting thinking freely and bringing new ideas and trying to implement these new ideas. For example, entrepreneurs have good ideas, but I do not have new ideas. Whatever I think, I just don't know. Entrepreneurs are able to see the future. They are forecasters. Entrepreneurs have money. I don't have enough money. That's why I cannot become an entrepreneur. And so 7 here, but there are more of these obstacles. And they all lead to the same situation. Either you can say to yourself, I will try to do it, I will do it, or no, probably I cannot do it. And the moment you say I cannot, it does not cancel your ability, but actually it serves as a barrier for your abilities because you are simply not willing, for whatever reason, to take an opportunity. And again, several times today I mentioned the term innovation. And some of you already mentioned that entrepreneurship is very much linked to innovation because in many cases, enterprise starts from the new idea. Someone takes this new idea and try to implement it, try to bring it to the market, to make it commercial. And of course, creativity is there as well, because a new idea requires certain creativity. And again, then the next question will be, am I creative? I'm not even asking you, I'm just showing you that picture of a human brain and definitions which are here. So creative people, they look not for answers, they create questions, they explore different views, and so on and so on and so on. And if you simply read these things, they are true. This is correct. This is correct. And the reason the brain is displayed here, guys, probably you know what is this, why is this, yeah? Because 2 different parts of the brain actually are responsible for the creative thinking and for the logical thinking. Nevertheless, if you just read these things and try to apply it to yourself, you may come with the simple conclusion, no, probably I'm not that. I'm not a creative person, I'm not an innovative person. My students at the H&D level and university level, they write the innovative cases coursework. And one important element is to discuss an industry and to suggest a new idea for that industry. More than 50% of students' initial reaction is, how? I'm talking about Apple. Should I suggest something for Apple, a new idea for Apple, and build my hypothetical case around of this idea? No, I cannot. I cannot do it. I'm not creative. An answer to that kind of thinking is very simple, guys. There is the door to the innovation and creativity, and practically, I insist, practically everyone is able to open that door. Interestingly, I mean a real door, in this case, for our discussion. Guys, do you see a door behind me? Over there, yeah?
Yeah, but it is fake.
You can see it. Yeah, you see it, yes? Okay. No, I'm not asking you to enter that door. But if you look around of you, you all are in some room, yes? And that room has door, correct?
Yeah, I also check it out.
Yeah, okay, fine. So each of you right now in your environment has a door. Look at this door for a few seconds. Look at this, literally, guys. Really, I ask you to turn and look at the door. That's what I'm doing now. Yeah. Okay. So look at this. Now tell me, guys, what if I have a right of command over you? I'm your manager and your career depends on me. And I'm telling you, look at this door and tell me, is there something which should be changed in that particular door? Something. Yes. Big, small, and really something. Can you guys type it to the chat? Your opinions quickly. Time is limited. Ms. Person, do you think if we spend a bit more, a few more minutes, it would be all right?
Yes, sure.
Okay, very good. So, guys, type your opinion. That could be maybe one phrase. I think with my door, I can do the following. That's it. And you just type it. Ms. Glazova, you are also doing it, no? Because I can see clearly the door behind of you. Arseny wants a window in the door. Ivan, okay, he does not like that glass because it's very easy for burglars to break it and get it. Alexandra wants a lock on the door. Fine, next. It's an interesting idea, Alexandra. Yeah, I wish I had a lock on my office when the students are knocking and I just simply keep quiet. I want to have a door to that room. Daria, what exactly do you mean by that? Door to which room? To a different room?
No, just a room where I'm sitting. It has an arc, not a door.
It does not have a door?
Yeah, it's a living room.
So it does not have a door at all, yeah?
Yes.
Very, okay. Bystrov, Mr. Bystrov is telling us he wants to have a room. Does it mean you are now in the car?
Not exactly.
Are you in the bathroom, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it
Fine, we can skip it. Handle. Because Mabel, yes, I understand. And Volodymyr also wants a lock. Anyone? Anya, Jan, Ilya, Katerina. I think, well, Anna wants change the color. Okay. Is that it? I have less suggestions that I have people in class. And by the way, Ms. Person, you keep silent. You don't want to change anything for your door, with your door? No? Okay, fine. Okay, guys. We had quite a few examples, quite a few ideas. Fine. By the way, someone did not, I didn't see Lilia. Did you, Lilia, did you actually put something? I don't see comment from you. Maxim, I don't see anything from you. Katya, okay. Look, no, does not matter that many people said that. Yes, fine. Oh, by the way, Katerina, did you say look because other people said that? Or did you say look because you think it would be an improvement in your room? What was the reason? Katerina, can you speak?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It was an improvement by myself because
but you noticed
I
that
really
other people suggest the same thing, yes?
Yes.
I come up with the idea of improving a door.
Uh-huh.
It would be a door of a fridge.
Vladislav, okay, so Kadijatu, sorry for my mispronunciation. Color is nice. Does it mean that you don't want to change anything? Okay, Vladislav, reinforced steel. Oh yeah, okay, and you providing some instruction. Are you involved in the art house projects, Vladislav?
I was in a few.
You were, okay, fine. And Daria likes everybody's opinions, yes? Okay, art house, oh, stop. Interesting, Vladislav, that it's not that Vladislav is suggesting to improve, to enforce his door. Vladislav also is saying that he is thinking how to make art house project out of door. Okay, guys, I want to ask you one question after all these ideas. Did you ever think about this door before?
Yes.
One?
I thought not like
tell me the truth. Tell the truth, please.
No, the truth is
before I asked you, did you think about it?
No, of course not.
I can say that I didn't think about the door on the door. I thought about like the whole room to rebuild.
Okay, so Anna did not think about the door, but she felt that something should be changed in the whole room, but she didn't think about it. Okay, fine.
But I also include like the door as well.
I actually thought about that when
but not separated.
I hit it with it, and in that moment I would remove it at all.
Remove the door?
Yeah.
Who said that? Alex, you?
Yeah. Why
okay,
not?
guys, do you understand that level of radicality of your suggestion is different? Do you understand that removing the door, it's also a change?
It's a change,
and it's a very radical change. And changing the color, it's actually not changing the door itself. It's just the kind of incremental small change which you can apply quite easily. And of course, making locks or other things, it's a very much simple improvement to the existing door. Of course, art house idea is standing out because actually you're taking the element of your interior and you're making the art object out of this. And again, did you think about this before?
Yeah.
Art house?
Art house, no.
No, okay, fine. So,
but
that actually,
such changes, such radical changes.
No, absolutely. I'm actually thrilled to hear something like this from you. Because my question, I never expected anyone to say anything about this, like creating art house, art object out of the door. Okay, now, at this moment, we are kind of finalizing our today's discussion because there will be next final question. Being entrepreneur, and in order to be entrepreneur, being innovative and being creative, these three things do not always come together, but in a package, it's a very good combination, yes? So, all these three things, can they be taught? is it possible to teach a person to become entrepreneur, to be innovative, and to be creative? Maybe in combination with this question, I can add second question because they are corresponding. Well, is it possible to manage entrepreneurial activities, innovative activities, creative activities? Manage them. How is possible to manage these activities?
To stimulate thinking process like you just did, for example.
Yeah, Arseny. It's difficult to say to have you in class because you don't leave any room for the question.
Yes, sorry.
No, yeah. Actually, what I did with you guys, it's just demonstrated that under normal circumstances, you would not think about this. Maybe you feel something needs to be changed, like Anna said, but you needed some push, something which triggered process of you thinking out of the box. Door. How many times you walked by this door? Did you ever think about this? No. But the moment you are told, look and tell us what can be improved, that moment something happened with your personality, something happened in your mind, you got some sudden motivation, and you suddenly came with something new. Guys, new. You all suggested something new. You are suggesting, you brought the innovative idea. Does not matter how big or small, innovative idea. And it required certain effort from you, and it can only be called creative effort. And now let me tell you really final story. Sorry, my dear administration, the final story. Maybe Arseny already heard this story, but in that case, I ask you, Arseny, to keep your mouth shut.
Okay, got it.
Okay. You walk into the kind of big building where Japanese company is making trucks, big trucks, middle trucks and small trucks. But it's a big company which is making big machines. And there are conveyors, there are machinery. And when you walk by, you suddenly see something really strange. And before I continue, may I ask you guys, can you just raise your hands or just voice it? Who likes a pink color? Ivan likes it. Anybody else likes? Probably Ivan will like this factory. Anybody
What
likes?
color?
I like.
Pink.
Pink?
Pink, real pink color.
Uh-huh.
Not the color which
on
my
tomato maybe.
Has. Sorry?
On tomato.
No.
Pink tomato.
No, pink.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Pink. Color as such. Okay, fine. So I don't see very much enthusiasm, enthusiastic reaction to the pink color.
In combination with black or white, maybe.
Okay. No.
It's
pink.
Uh-huh.
No, okay, fine.
Okay.
Let me continue. So you walk down and you see strange things. So there is a machine which is some kind cutting metal or something like this, but some elements of this machine painted pink, really kind of eye-catching pink color. Or there are some kind of elements of interior, like for example, door is painted pink. The whole machine is painted pink, or some element of machine is the machine is painted pink. Strange, because machines, they are normally, I don't know what, gray, grayish, made of metal, yes? Or maybe green, pink. What could be the point? I tell you, this is a deliberate attempt. Attempt of what? To do what? Administration did it. Why? What for?
To catch the attention, but I don't think that it's really our business why it was colored in pink. They just wanted to do that, so okay.
Okay. So, sorry. Do you see my interior? Yes, guys, behind of me. Yes. Okay. So, I fancy the pink color. So my computer, I just paint computer pink, and that would be it. Yeah. What an idiotic idea. No, I have all the rights because it's my computer.
Ask Apple.
But why I do it? I'm administrator. And I don't ping the whole machine. I ping certain elements of machine, or certain machines as a whole, or the door leading to that facility, or some kind of crane, which is, or some element of the crane which is hanging over me. But some element is painted pink for whatever reason. Why would administration do this? Just try to use the common logic. If you make something painted really something eye-catching, that could be the reason. Eye-catching, catching the eye.
To mark them as broken?
What? Say, excuse me?
To mark them as broken?
No, everything works perfectly all right. It's Japanese factory, I repeat.
To make like factory workers pay more.
Sorry, I don't hear the voice. Ivan, is it you? You are away from microphone, Ivan.
Yeah, to make factory workers to pay more attention to the pink parts or something. Okay.
To catch the attention, yes?
Yeah.
Attention to what do you think is this? What are the topics we're discussing today, guys? It's an example which illustrates how the administration is trying to trigger some initiative in the workers. They paint pink. No, they have a very developed program of internal entrepreneurship, because there is such thing, and innovation and continuous improvement. I don't know if the word Kaizen is familiar for you, but this is a theory and method, and actually the approach to the management, continuous improvement. Things are not just improved, but improved continuously. So administration is trying to attract attention to particular things. Which things? The things which were innovated, changed, improved. And it means that the rest is not improved yet. And this is the key point. It's like I did it today. I think, Arsenio, of course, I asked you to have a look at the door with the new eyes. So that's what administration is doing, trying to make workers to look at the environment, machines, elements of the environment, elements of machines, and to see that was improved and that was not. Next question. What is the next question? That was improved, that was not improved. Can it be improved? How to improve it? Then administration decides whether it's worth to improve it or not. But that's about the managerial efforts where administration, management is trying to encourage the workers to start thinking like entrepreneurs for their own organization, start thinking innovatively and creatively. In your classes, and you have managerial education classical managerial education, American education, of course, you will not be taught how to become entrepreneurs, but you will be given information of what is required and how the entrepreneurs behave. So you will be able to analyze what is happening around of you and what is happening with you. And in the same way, about the innovative activities and creative activities, you will be given the indications of what can be expected and how to approach it. And eventually, when you become managers, how to recognize the innovativeness in people and how to encourage people to become entrepreneurs, innovators, and overall creative persons. I rest my case. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have questions, you are welcome, if it's allowed by the administration. Okay, I'm prepared to answer if I'm able to. If I'm not able to, then I will address it via email. I will answer, promise. Of course, if it's answerable. No, don't ask me whether there is life on the Mars. No, I don't know.
Okay, so dear students, do you have any questions?
Yeah, my dear class.
For me, everything was clear.
Ivan,
for me
can you move slightly closer to your microphone? Sorry about this.
Yes, everything was clear for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Guys, I understand that it was kind of hallop I demonstrated, moving fast through the terminology, moving fast through the topics, but actually it's not a lecture. It's a discussion. It's a workshop, if you wish. And you will be learning these things in class. If you did not learn it yet, it will be somewhere in the curriculum. I think I'm correct, because I know the difference between British curriculum and American curriculum, because I was involved in both in my life. And I know that these things are covered. So pay attention to these things. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the lecture. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Goodbye.